Hello, welcome to another video here on Lissa's Raw Food Romance. My name is Lissa. I've been following a raw vegan diet since 2014. And today I'd like to talk about the top 5 things that ended up mattering far less than I expected. Thank you again so much for joining me today for another video here on my YouTube channel. We have 3 in-person events coming. We've got the plant-powered party happening really soon, September long weekend here in Las Vegas. We're going to be here with Chef AJ and a bunch of really amazing speakers. If you can't attend in person, you can also attend online. Virtual tickets are available, so we would love to have you part of the event. If you can't do that one, maybe the health optimization cruise in January or the vegan wellness retreat. Nate and I will be at the Michigan September 2027 one. In the description box below, we also have links to our school community, our online meal planning app, our Amazon store, and of course, we've got 40% off any or all of our raw vegan recipe ebooks, including the collections with code RAWFOOD40 at checkout at payhip.com/rawfoodromance. So today, let's talk about 5 things that ended up mattering a lot less than I expected when going raw. So when I went raw, obviously it's overwhelming because there's so much information out there and everyone's doing raw a little bit differently. So these are some things that I found mattered so much less to me. Now, again, I'm speaking from experience. They didn't matter when I went raw. So the first one would be food combining. Now, I know a lot of people follow food combining and they personally enjoy it. It didn't matter so much to me, and it really doesn't matter to me now because I believe more in eating a wider variety of foods, and I can combine anything, really. I don't find that there's any combination of certain things that bother my gut because I've worked so hard on building my microbiome to love and enjoy the variety that I eat. I'll have like sometimes 25 things in my salad. I love having multiple ingredients in my recipes for flavor and the enjoyment of the overall satiation of the recipes. I don't mind using lots of ingredients. I value lots of ingredients. So the food combining thing didn't matter as much to me when I went raw because I wanted to be free from needing to follow all of those specific rules. Now, I personally believe that food combining can have its place when somebody is moving into a raw diet because maybe they're coming from an ultra processed food diet or a really high animal based diet, which is low in fiber. Maybe their gut microbiome is extremely weak and they might need to do food combining while they transition into more variety. I don't think that it's a place that we need to stay for the rest of our life. I think it can be an effective tool to slowly build from. So you can start with the food combining, but then slowly start combining things because you might notice that as your gut gets stronger, you can do multiple different combinations of things and not have any digestive upset or issues with it. The next thing that ended up mattering a lot less than I expected was protein. I have learned so much over the years about protein and amino acids, and it really doesn't matter as much as society makes it out to be. If you're eating enough calories and you're eating enough variety, you're likely getting enough protein. You just have to eat volume and variety to get that in. And I've mentioned this so many times. I really love this quote from our friend Olivia. She says, "I feel more pressure as an adult to eat protein than I ever felt as a teenager to do drugs and alcohol." Like the pressure that society puts on us. I saw some really hilarious reels where people were looking at things in the grocery store like laundry detergent and paper towels and cleaning stuff, and it would say like high protein toilet paper, protein added to the laundry detergent, like making fun of the fact that they put protein in everything as if we're not getting enough as a society. We already eat way too much protein. When 97% of the population is deficient in fiber, they're not even getting the pitiful RDA of fiber every single day. Only 3% 3% of the population is getting enough fiber every day, and that's just the RDA. It's a very small percentage of people who are eating enough fiber, but everyone's so overly hyper focused on protein when we really don't need that much. And if you eat enough, you get enough. So protein really didn't matter as much as I thought it would. The next thing that didn't matter as much as I thought it would be eating all organic or only seeded things. So like seeded watermelons and seeded grapes and stuff like that. That doesn't matter to me very much. I would prefer to eat an abundance of variety of foods, both traditionally grown and organic. I'm not like hyper fixated on only eating organic. I feel it's better to have that wider variety if you can't get all organic. So if you can afford it, go for it. We can't. We want to eat a variety of things, and not everything ends up being organic. And sometimes the organic stuff doesn't really look good. It doesn't look enticing. We don't even want to eat it. There's wilted lettuce because not everybody buys the organic stuff. So sometimes it looks kind of pitiful, which is sad because we really ultimately need to change our farming practices. That's what we really need to do. And even organic stuff can be sprayed with, approved sprays. The copper-based ones can affect the microbiome as well. So, there's pros and cons to the organic thing. And the seedless stuff, I'll eat the seedless stuff. I don't care. I'm not obsessed about having everything has to be seeded. Obviously, if we get a watermelon from a local farmer and there's seeds in there, yay. But if not, yay. Like, we don't focus so much on it. And it definitely doesn't matter as much as I thought it would. The fourth thing that ended up mattering far less than I thought it would be cleansing and detoxing. In my 20s and 30s, before I committed to raw, I did so many cleanses and detoxes. I did fasts, I did juicing, I did cleanse kits galore, master cleanse, the gallbladder flush. I did a lot of that stuff in my 20s and early 30s, trying to heal my imbalanced hormones and all the issues that I had, my gut dysbiosis, my candida. I did so many candida cleanse kits because I worked in the natural health food store and I got a lot of those kits and stuff for free because I was the shipping receiving manager. And so companies would just give us stuff to try out or whatever because we were selling the product. So they wanted us to try them. So I did so many cleanses and so many detoxes. I even had a parasite zapper. I did so many parasite cleanses and I took herbs and all kinds of stuff. I even did homeopathics, whatever. I did a lot of stuff in my 20s and 30s. I had that parasite zapper that would zap my parasites. And none of this actually did what I hoped it would do. And when I went raw, I let go of all of that. It didn't matter anymore. It didn't matter as much as I thought it would. And just the act of supporting my body every day with nutrition was enough for my body to daily detox and grow my microbiome and nourish myself. And I didn't need to do any cleanse. And I still haven't, and I don't plan to. And the last thing, number 5 of things that mattered far less than I thought they would be other people's opinions. Those don't matter to me at all. I don't care about what people think about how I eat raw. I don't care about what people think about how my body looks. I don't care about other people's opinions. They don't matter to me as much as I thought they would. In the beginning, they did matter a little bit because people were like, you're not doing raw right. You're eating too much garlic. You're eating too many greens. You're not eating enough fruit, blah, 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 all this stuff. Or when I lost all my weight, they're like, you're too skinny. And now that I've gained a little bit of muscle, now I'm bigger. And it's like, oh my gosh, like the opinions of others is crazy. How everyone says that they know what's going on in my body. That said, it's really challenging for people to go raw and be bombarded by all these opinions of how you should do raw. And I think there's a general guideline that we can pretty much all follow. Eat enough, eat variety, have fun, and stay low fat. Those are really all that we really need to follow. And in there, you're going to fine tune and tweak based on you, based on your microbiome, building fiber variety to build your microbiome in however way you want to do that. Restrictive protocols are all over the place. Absolutes and guarantees, and you have to do this, and if you're doing this, you're doing it wrong. The gaslighting needs to stop. The fear over supplements or eating only fruit or not eating greens because they're not human food, like all of these food fears need to be released. We need to focus on our bodies. What's going on in your body? What are your blood tests? What's your microbiome test? What is your omega-3 level? You have to find that out for yourself, and then you choose the raw foods that align with your body and your body's needs. That's the key. So other people's opinions matter far less than I ever thought they would, especially now that I've been raw almost 12 years. I don't care. I'm here to inspire other people to eat more raw food. Most people out there are just not eating enough fresh produce, fresh raw food. And as I've mentioned multiple times on this channel, is that you don't have to be a 100% raw vegan to enjoy raw vegan food. You can enjoy making raw vegan recipes included in your cooked vegan diet, for example. Add more raw food, enjoy more fresh food, play around with different recipes and see what you can create with raw food. It's so much fun, it's so refreshing, it's so easy, and it's delicious at the same time. So yeah, those would be 5 things that matter a lot less to me than I thought they would or what I expected when I went raw. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about 5 more things that mattered a lot more than I thought they would. So stay tuned for that one. Thank you for joining. Please go check out all the links we have down below. We've got our school community, our online meal planning app, our Amazon store, 40% off any or all of our raw vegan recipe ebooks with code RAWFOOD40 at checkout at payhip.com/rawfoodromance. We also have our 3 in-person events that are coming up. The September 2026 Plant Powered Party is coming. Join up for that. If you can't come in person, you can still come virtually. Tickets are down below. We've got the Health Optimization Cruise in January and the Vegan Wellness Retreat. We're going to be at the Michigan one in 2027. So please join us. We would love to see you in person, give you a hug, and maybe share some raw food. And until the next video, I love you and fruit on.